Hey folks, it's Todd and Frugal Prepper. So I made some changes to my mobile loadout. As I'm doing more and more mobile diagnostic work, I've kind of had to change things around. I thought I'd just kind of show you what's going on. So this is the Equinox, or not Equinox, this is the Rendezvous that I bought a while back for $200. I still got to fix this part. But I did put all new shocks and struts under it. I replaced the EGR valve, which was definitely bad. But I still have an EGR flow code, so I got some carbon plugged up. But at least it's working now. I replaced the purge control valve. And I replaced the gas cap on it. I replaced this broken mirror. I replaced this side mirror that was broke before. I'll put a link up in the corner to my initial showing of this van. I got some key fobs for it, programmed those up. I kind of just cleaned it up inside a little bit. It was pretty dirty before. I got this replaced. This was all taped down before. Now that works. Let's see. Oh, I put new windshield wipers on it. I've got a hinge for the glove box. I haven't put that on yet. But yeah, basically everything's working out pretty good with this vehicle. It's got a little bit of a sticky solenoid in the transmission. I did change the transmission fluid on it, or just a drop and fill. Which I'm going to drop and fill it again, put some Lucas in it. But every once in a while, when you just slow down and don't come to a complete stop and then you go, it'll stay in high gear and then it'll slam into low gear. But other than that, it shifts and drives fine. I fixed this rear handle where it was broke before. It now works. I replaced the aftermarket wheel with a real one. I replaced the tire that was bad. And I think that's pretty much everything I've done to it. You know, it seems to work well. Oh, I put a new thermostat in it too. Just because these have a tendency to blow, the thermostat sticks shut and then it cracks the heads. But anyway, here is my new toolbox. I got this US General top box to put in here. And it seems to work out pretty well, actually. It's nice and big and deep. I was thinking about getting a tool cart and cutting the bottom off, but this is actually deeper. Seems to hold up better. So I've just got, you know, like all my sockets and different things up here. My cheapest scan tool, my E-Torx. And then I got socket wrenches and stuff here. I got some picks and stuff here. I got this miscellaneous stuff over here. I got some screwdrivers and stuff here. Plenty of room for expansion. I got some pliers and different things here. I like how these drawers come all the way out. I'm parked on a little bit of a hill right now, so they want to roll back in. But I got my wrench set here. All my wrenches. And then this is more wires and diagnostic type stuff. Fuel injector, pulser, that, amp clamp, meter, the SG Tool Aid probe kit, some wires, that kind of stuff. And then I've got everything else down here, my extra long test light with my extra long wire, and my MDI2 is actually in here right now. It doesn't normally stay in here, but just other stuff, balls, relays, stuff like that. And then I've got my Power Max 55 that I use for when I program to make sure the battery voltage stays up high enough. I got my laptop, and my laptop has all of its extra drives in here that I can change out for the different software. Got my power probe that Erico sent me. I still love that tool. I got me a fire extinguisher. I got like coolants and different stuff in here. And then here is my Pico. It's all in here. So my Pico scope. And I've got my Ford VCM2 down there. I've got my Autel little USB scan tool, extra wires, all my probes and stuff are over here. So normally I keep my MDI in here too, but I've just been using the MDI so much that I'm keeping it in the box for right now. Because I fixed like 5 cars today, this Saturday. But then I've got another milk crate up here. Has my jack stands and stuff in it. I've got a little trolley jack right there in the middle. Got my power inverter right there. Oh, my laptop's actually up here. It's not in that bag right now because I was charging it earlier. My laptop, I got a bigger battery for it. And so it's got this huge battery on it now. I got that aftermarket on Amazon for like 40 bucks. But this battery will stay up and going for 6.5 hours now. And then my charger died, so I got this little aftermarket charger for it. But that all seems to work pretty good. So yeah, I'm all kind of set up to roll out on service calls on this guy. Still got the Buick Lucerne over here. I got factory suspension for it. It's got like some kind of aftermarket suspension in it, and it just has, especially in the rear, it's got no give. I mean, there's like no give there. So I am changing those rear springs, and I've got new shocks for the rear. And then I got factory struts for it, which I might change the struts out eventually, but I basically just wanted the factory springs, you know, and stuff. So, but yeah, my old toolbox is over there, and my old tool bag, my old hand tech, which I don't use anymore now that I have a Pico. But yeah, so I just thought I would show you how I kind of have everything set up here. I've got, you know, a light that I can kind of hang up here when I need to, when I'm working in the dark, because this is all fiberglass up here. So I can just stick that up and have some light. These little lights, I get them on Amazon. They're pretty nifty lights. They got the little flexible magnet end on them, and they flex this way and they turn. They articulate every direction. I get those like $9 a piece, like $18 for 2 of them, I think. So I use them, and when I break them, I toss them. I got some of these little things at AutoZone. I thought they looked like a good idea, but they don't even stay on. Yeah, it's kind of junky. I don't know. They look on the package like they put out a lot more light than they do. But yeah. So that's what I've been up to. Just fixing this old girl up a little bit and cleaning her up, and the brakes were good all the way around, so I don't have to do that for a while yet. I found a guy that does body work that will fix this dent for 200 bucks and repaint, which I may have him do that. I'm not sure. I may not mess with it. You know, it's an old car. But it seems to ride and drive just fine. It actually seems to come back into alignment since I replaced the suspension and I did the lower control arms too. It has a little rattle over on the passenger side still. I'm pretty sure that's a sway bar bushing. So I've got new sway bar bushings to put in it here at some point. But I just don't have time to work on my own stuff anymore. So I really want to get the suspension in that, but I got another Buick coming to do brakes on it tomorrow. And I'm waiting on the springs to come in for this guy for the carburetor. I got the carburetor replaced with a new one, and I had to change out the throttle blades, but it just doesn't want to return all the way to idle unless you actually kind of touch it. So I gotta put some stiffer springs on there. So I ordered a spring assortment kit. Hopefully that'll get this thing running and out of here. But yeah, that's kind of what's going on. Fun times. But alright, I'll talk to y'all later. It's this time, your Frugal Prepper.